Hello, in this video, I'll be talking about how I can generate a grid in the lower Neches river section using the grid plus tool, which is basically a grid building tool under the EEMS modeling system. So this is the lower Neches river I'm talking about. Here you can see this is the portion of the river. We can see upstream coming from here as the Neches river. You can even see Pinal and Bayou getting mixed into Neches River in this intersection. And on the downstream, it is downpouring into Sabine Lake on the downstream. So this is Port Arthur. This is also passing through Beaumont, and this is one of the busiest ports combination in the United States. So very busy river to say the least. So the first thing I'm going to start here is by creating a polyline around my area of interest. So I want to start just upstream of where this mixing of Pinal and Bayou and Neches River is happening. And I'll just create a rectangle here for my area of interest. By doing this, I'm right-clicking at the end. So if I do this, it creates a new layer here. So whenever during the process, it's easy for me to zoom into the layer. So I'll just label it area of interest and also give it a different color that's more easy to see. So once I'm done here, I don't even have to always look into this layer. I can just use it from the menu here. So I'll just turn it off, but I can easily just zoom into the layer. So let me start at the downstream section here to start generating my grid. So I'll zoom into my area. So let me start by creating a new spline layer. So to create a spline, I can select create a new spline and I can just start drawing lines here along. I'll start with one of the banks and I'll keep on generating the lines just upstream of my first intersection. I'll do the same thing for the other bank. I'll follow along the bank here and try to end it around a similar spot. And next thing is I'll create a confining boundary on the both banks, on the both sides as well. So on this side and on this side. So once I have all of this, I can just right click on the new spline layer created. I'll say create a new grid. So it will ask for a number of grid points in I direction and J direction. J direction is the cross section, so I find it 4. Along the length of the river is the I direction, so let me do around 30 in this case. Press OK. So you see the grid is basically already generated here for my area of interest. So now I want to create a grid for this outgoing section as well. So I'll do that by create a new spline layer. So I have a new spline layer as spline 3 and I'll just intersect this section here, follow along the other direction. I'll do the same thing along the another bank as well. Cross this and right click and I'll create the confining conditions here and one over here. So once I'm done, and the number of grids I want to create here is I need to provide the value for X direction and Y direction, right? So along the Y direction, that is J direction, I want to do 4 so that it's easy for me to combine this with the main channel here. So what I'll do is on the new spline just created, I'll go to create grid. On the X direction for this, I'll do around 25, but the intervals that is along the J direction, I want to be 4. I'll do 4 and this, okay. You see, I have a grid created here. So my next job would be to connect these two grids. As of now, these two are 2 different grids to one. So here I've exactly matched like roughly they are not at the exact same points, but roughly it is 4 here and 4 on the downstream for the same length. So I'll go to the main grid. I'll go to select node and I'll press this first node here and hold the shift key and also select the second node here. And once I have these two selected, I'll click merge two grids. So if I turn off all the other layers now, you can see I have one single grid connecting the main channel and the other channel. So now following the same technique, I will build the grids along this river from this downstream where I've started up until this intersection of Pine Island Bayou and Neches River.